Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those who do not feel represented by an oppressive gender binary, hello and welcome. I am the Reverend September Tech. How are you doing? It's fucking Friday. My my thigh days. That's nothing. That's not a thing. I'm gonna make a little robot. I'm gonna make a little robot in PicoCAD. I said I was going to on Tuesday, and I'm following through with that promise. I also followed through with the promise of doing it in PicoCAD too. And like I said in the Go Live too, I've not opened up PicoCAD 2 at all. So I'm going to be learning how to use this on the fly. So that'll be fun. Let me just get it open and set up. Windows protected your PC. Microsoft Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognized app from running. Running this app might put your PC at risk. You say that about everything. Did I accidentally hit don't run? Because it doesn't appear to be opening. Let me, yeah, I just hit the one button that was there that said don't run. I don't want to do that. I want to hit the more info and then hit the button that fucking run. Aw, that's an adorable opening screen. You're not going to be able to see it because it fucked up. Okay, I have to do it just so I can say that I did it. There we go. There we go. That uh fucking satisfies the part of us that played the witness for way too long. Not way too long. We completed the game. Zooming in and out, that's good. Where's the um import texture shortcuts? Oh, hey, manual on PicoCAD.net. Let's click that and drag it over here. The request was blocked. Wow, everyone really hates when I use my VPN for some reason. Huh, did I just knock the stream offline? I mean, the answer is yes, I just knocked the stream offline. Did it come back up immediately? I forgot that when you switch where the VPN is located, then it shuts down your internet slightly while it connects to the new place where the VPN is located. And have caused myself slightly more problems than I might like, therefore. What do you mean? Oh, I'm going to fucking look at that later. No, we're still live. We're still going. Okay, I was gonna get music on. Damn. Um, Here, let me just go ahead and I don't remember the name of the. I don't remember the name of the thing that I used last time. The playlist, the specific playlist that I used when I was making little robots. I was thinking about it. I didn't want to come into it with like a design in mind. I wanted to do everything just like off the top of the head. That's a really interesting. recommended selection, and I'm not going to investigate it right now. I'm just going to do a quick Google, quick search for what? Lo-fi. How about this? Royalty-free beep boops. Well, I've brought up the... Yeah. That has unsurprisingly brought up beep and boop sound effects, like you might use to redact an audio broadcast. That's not what I want. Does putting in playlists help? Like, not no, but also not yes. I'm just gonna go with lo-fi, royalty-free lo-fi playlist. 12 hours of BMCA-free and copyright-free music for Twitch streamers. This is YouTube. See how that goes. Presumably it's also royalty-free. I'm just gonna turn that down.
The first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Okay. PicoCAD. We're getting back into it. I'm looking at my manual.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Modeling, texturing, animating. Oh, right. PicoCAD 2 has animations. I don't know if I'll be messing with that. There we go. I just wanted the shortcuts. On the thing. Extrude, delete, mirror. There's our shortcuts. Okay, so I was thinking about it and I wanted to try to make like a little scuttle crab. I wanted to see what I could do with a scuttle crab. So let's start with what kind of top do we want for the scuttle crab? I was just kind of gonna go with like a long box. It's like nice and easy. But then I saw this and add pyramid, and I remembered fucking and shit was that game called? Necropolis. Necropolis? I think Necropolis. It was roguelike. I played it forever ago. It was reasonable. It was in early access, and I think it didn't get enough traction to be able to like get enough resources off its early access push to like do everything it wanted to do, which is unfortunate because it was a solid game in the middle of it. Yeah, but let's start off this way. So here's this. This is the top view apparently, and this is the side and front view, completely indistinguishable from each other currently because of the way things are. That's how perspective works. When you have something that looks like a mirror of itself on all sides, it's difficult to tell the things apart. But let's just embiggen you this way, and this way, and this way. And up here we can see the 3D view, and we can turn that all around. Is that about good? Do I want to make that a little bigger? I think I want to make that a little bigger. 3, 2, 4. Nice and equilateral. Let's try to get that. Is that equilateral? It's like maybe this side's a little, yeah. This side's just a little. Stretch it out just a tad too much. There we go. They're not the same size to each other either. Do I care about that? I don't know if I care about that. I think that's fine. So that's our main body. And how do we want the legs? What do we have for that? Cubes, prisms, cylinders, planes. I like my coffee steamed just like my trains. Cylinders? Maybe two little, cylinders for leg segments, and then with like another pyramid on the point, or to be crab part. Yes, I think. What do I want to do? Do I want them to come out the side, or do I want them to come out of the bottom? I can put a couple of long cylinders, just like straight through the middle, so I know that the legs will be aligned to each other once I get to the other side of that. Actually, there's a mirror thing, isn't there? Is that going to be more helpful? I've just realized that you can see the majority, not the majority, but that amount of our desktop, and I don't think there's anything on there that's useful. You can just kind of see the games we've been playing and some art reference. We've been playing Ultros. In fact, we finished Ultros. Not 100%ed, but we played through and got the thing which we are going to call the good ending. Perhaps there's a gooder ending out there, but this one was pretty good. It's a psychedelic roguelike. That revolves heavily around gardening. That's rendering shortcuts. Where's the... That's not doing it. Okay, so I can put that up and down, but that doesn't help. That's not what I want. I mean, that is what I want. I just also need to make it smaller. Ooh, hey, that's fun. Can I make that not have happened? Okay, cool, great. I feel certain there was a sizing button that just made the whole thing smaller. That doesn't appear to be the case. So, how are we gonna do this? So, I make this longer. So there we go. So it'll fit all the way through the thing. But I also need to make it smaller on every one of these dots. And I think that's more. Oh, hang on. It's not that hard. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Random value, fine. Or actually, since I need to do both sides of that at once, then selecting. No, I don't. I should do that. That's a picture of a battery. Oh, no, that's a picture of a folder instead. Or a coffee cup. That's unclear. Here, let's make it look like that so I can see the difference. Is there a full screen? There is a full screen. Apparently space. So, okay, well, that's not quite what I meant. Although that's actually quite helpful right now, so let's do that. I wish to, okay, hang on, I'll do it like this then. That look then? We need another one of these. Is that the size we want? Yeah. Oh, and to drag. There we go. Backside of that? No, you can sort of see it's Z-fighting if you come at it from the top, but that's also not what Z-fighting means. I can cheat it and extend the bottom vertices a little bit. okay that they're going to be a little bit crunched up next to each other. That's okay. It doesn't actually look that bad. Alright. Okay, now we need another one of those. Yeah, I think actually if we just copy this mesh again and just sort of thin it out both ways. Actually, I don't know how much smaller we can make this while still maintaining its integrity as a cylinder. Gosh darn it, I'm gonna try. Oh, I think the answer is like basically none. Yeah, I think that's about as small as it can get without losing so much space that it can't be round anymore. So let's just get rid of that and just use a cube. A pentagonal prism? No, that's the same. That's the exact same problem. It's going to be the exact same problem just with hexagon or a pentagon. And the pentagonal prism is the same problem with the pentagon. So let's just make a cube. Here we have a square, smooth and inoffensive. Yeah, let's just actually make that as small as it can be. Not as small as it can be, but rather small, so that it can be properly scuttly and skittery. There we go, how does that look? Yes. Yes, I think so. I just need to, like, first of all, elongate it considerably, and then so we elongate. Slap that right there. Actually, let's dig it into the meat of the cylinder a little bit so that it has room to maneuver. Can we just rotate it? Can we rotate the thing? Hold R and then drag with left mouse button. Oh no, there is a scale button. I completely didn't see it. Hold T, then left mouse button and drag. Okay, let's try that on the cylinders we have real quick. Oh yeah, that kind of does the thing I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Alright, so let's undo that thing we just did, and then undo the other thing we just did where we made and then finagled an entire cube. Let's hit Control Z until the cube no longer exists. Then, come over here, we clone this mesh. Clone that dark mishmash. And what do I want to do with that? Let's that size full screen, and we'll just and small it. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. No, don't do that. Grab the whole thing. Kind of having fun with angles. Right, rotate. Which button was rotate? Well, R. R for rotate. That's not rotating. Okay, there we go. That's not really what I wanted. Oh, okay, so it's moving on a... Okay, there we go, that's why. It's moving on a linear path. I'm not supposed to, like, go around it like that. Like I'm manipulating it in 3D space. I'm just supposed to move left and right to maneuver it along a hidden slider. Alright, so like that? Yes. If I say... Oh, no. Not like that. Alright. So, grab that and let's clone it. Do we want to have a little, like, circle in between the two skittery bits of the legs to sort of, like, give the impression of that's, like, where the joint is? I think the answer is yes. There's not a sphere, though, is there? There's just other cylinders. We can put a cube there. A cube is like a sphere in basically no ways. Okay, hang on. Let's work smarter, not harder. So like that, and then mirror it horizontally. Yeah. Like doing that vertically. I apologize for the belch. I have a soda. We got pizza. For dinner, and soda came with the pizza. It said, as though it did not specifically order soda to go with the pizza. Yeah, okay, just like that. And then we make another one. Just do no. Okay. There we go, like that. Yeah. Okay. I think I do want to give it a little, something, not a cylinder maybe, but something at the joint to sort of let it, to sort of hide the sins of it a little bit, because this idea is coming together a little faster than I thought it was going to. And because it's coming together a little faster than I want it to, I kind of want to like fuck around with the animation set and see if I can't get it to like to wiggle and skitter just a little bit. So hang on. Okay, those aren't quite aligned. But it's not going to be like centered anyway because the cylinder is like center. It doesn't have a center to be in. So I don't know. As long as they're the same length, I guess that's all I care about. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and put a fucking, I guess just a cube? Let's just make a very small cube. Come here, cube. My presence is requested. Okay, well not that small, because it needs to be big enough to cover the sins of the animation movement. Oh, okay, because it's on this side, that's why. That in just a little bit. No. I'll grab that. I'll grab the view. That's... Yeah, a little bit further. That. I mean, I guess I kind of have to make my peace with the fact that that's also not going to be centered. That's okay. Alright. Pick another one of those. And... Put it... Grab it? Hang on. Nope. It is a little... And this is not the fault of the program, it's doing its best, but it's keeping track of the 3D space is a little wiggly for me. Yeah, I guess it's fine if they're off center from each other just a little bit. Another two actually. Go to the other side. Bigger so they're easier to grab. Let's clone that. And what the hell, since we're here, we'll just hit clone the second one and just go ahead and get it on the field. And drag them off that way. And they're just gonna overlap the other ones on that angle, but that's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what symmetry is. This is what symmetry looks like. So, fuck, how do, and how will do? Go in, hang on, let me look at a picture of an actual crab. No. Why did you assume that? Also, why are you on Google? You shouldn't be. I changed you to DuckDuckGo so long ago. Why do you keep changing back? Oh, No, okay, so that's wrong. Because most pictures I'm seeing of crabs, there's exceptions because there's not anything that's just one thing. But a lot of the crabs that I'm seeing like have legs that go up slightly and then down. So let's do that actually. Listen, is it going to completely fuck up all of the work I've just done? Yeah? Do I care more about getting it to look right than that? I do, it turns out. So, grab you, we clone you, where the fuck did you spawn at? Here it is. Okay, so... Actually, yeah, let's just drag it over here. I'll grab this side, and put this. Siphon it straight down. It doesn't need to go up as far as the rest of the leg comes down, obviously. So it just needs to be a little bit shorter. I'll just slot it onto the existing. No, don't do that. Grab the whole. No, please. Please grab the whole thing. Please grab the thing and the whole of the thing. We'll put it on the back and then we'll put the front one on the front. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want it to look like. Okay, and did I make a second one of those? I didn't. That's okay, because I can do it. We clone it. We can get a clone and clone it. Yeah, okay, like that. Perfect. Now just do that again on the other side. Actually, hang on, no, it's not perfect. That one's a little bit higher than the other ones. That's okay. Let's bring it down a little bit. And no, I don't want to release. I want the whole damn mesh. Thank you. Get it? Walk over this way. I need to look at this. Is it horizontal? Yes. Looked horizontal. And why does that look weird? Oh, it doesn't look weird. The floating, the long good part of the leg being in the way. But I know it's making it look weird. Let's get the long good part of the leg out of the way. what I'm doing is slightly weird. Here we go. Yeah, there's one more. Clone. Grab and drag. There we go. Perfect. Love that. Okay, so now we put the cubular knees back on. That's almost it. Reattach your cubular knees. They both need to go a little bit higher. To cover up the interior. Actually, they should go in a little more too. Like that. Yeah, and then that completely covers up the sort of joist area, and then we can handle it from there. Okay, other side. Second mesh, same as the first. There we go, your cubular knee is now attached. We can bring we can bring them in through the cut off the side sections. Needed to be both longer and further down than that. But that's okay, we can do both of those things. It's easy. Easy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, sort of. Sort of, kinda, a little bit. Let's I'm looking at the cube, and I think we have to just make the cube a little bit bigger. That's okay, we can just make the cube a little bit bigger. That's not a problem. I mean, it makes it no longer a cube, it's gonna make it a rectangle, but... Ooh. Oh, you don't like that. I don't... Yeah, why are you doing it like that? Why won't you move directly to one side? Why do you have to go up or down also? I don't enjoy this decision you're making. Kind of wish it was a sphere, but again, this is a low-res program and I understand that limitation. So, surprise you that I like the red hot chili peppers. Nope. Making it slightly. Here we go. And another one. Out, work on it. And okay, so let's listen. Let's just get rid of these. Rather than grabbing and resizing and re-rotating all of these, let's just go ahead and take the one that we've already sized and rotated and clone that. So a little bit hasty with that. Just slightly crazy with the cheese whiz, but yeah. That's how that should look. Okay, now let's do that again. Clone it. We flip it horizontally. And drag that sucker over here. Supreme victory, we just need one more. I always go with Supreme Victory, and I'm really unsure why. It's the Killer Instinct one versus the Mortal Kombat one. Mortal Kombat, a much more relevant franchise. Like, I don't know what to tell you, that just looks good. That's just a cool thing. Can we paint it up? Background. That's not. Ooh, that's fun. Oh wait, can we like draw in? Ooh, we can actually draw in PicoCAD now, as opposed to having to like make a BMP and import it. Yes, I like that very much. Can we just draw over the? Yeah, we can just draw over that, and that'll look that way. Oh, I love that. Okay, so it has shape tool. little, okay, so like this. Make a square, so we're not gonna make it red, we're gonna make it like a goldy orange thing. And fill in. Yeah. Grab that and then drag it down there. Yes. Perfect for one. Except it's not. Well, no, that's fine. We'll just do that for all of these. And because the point of the meshes, the flat meshes, are just a little bit taller than the box we made, the very top of it is like it comes to a gray point at the top, which looks really cool. We don't have mistakes. We have happy little accidents. I'm gonna get rid of that because I need to actually make another one for that same color. No, not like that. Start corner. And yes, we can zoom in. Grab. Not like that. Oh, it won't look like that anyway because that's not the mesh over that's gonna look like. Let's get ahead of ourselves. Okay, cool. So that's not look like that. Great. Just delete all the. So I put the thing in, and now we'll see just how that's gonna look. Guess then we should probably put the eyes down here. My eyes are down here, but... No. I make the mesh. Can I enlarge it? Rotate. Let's have a look at our manual over here. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's T to grab it and left and right to bring it into smaller. Make it quite large, but I want to have like a pretty detailed face on it. Hey, if I just use the bucket in there? No, it fills up the whole thing. Don't do that. Okay, so that's gonna need a little bit more finagling. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta finagle. And is that gonna fill properly? Yeah, sort of. I mean, not quite. the lines are just a little bit off. Use our pencil to fill that in over here at the corner. Over there in the spotlight. Bruising your religion. Yeah, like that. Let's use the gray. And wipe off the top couple of lines so that it matches up with the rest of the point up there. And that looks good. Okay, now we can make our great big guys. Our robot's massive, beautiful, expressive eyes. Make those lines a little bit thicker so they can read, I think. No, I don't know. I was gonna like make a big thing, but I kind of like that, honestly. Do think that's really, really cute. I just actually want to make it larger so that it reads even better. Okay, well, the corner's kind of doing something with that. The way that it's at a slant is kind of mangling the eyeball. I don't think there's much I can do about that.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Okay, this is going to look a little bit goofy no matter what. So, hey, that's fine.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Stair step down 1 and 2 3, another. It's not going to look fantastic on the actual robot, I think. I think in order for me to get something that's going to read the way I want it to read, there, the thing it's going to be on is going to have to be huge, actually. Do I care about that? I don't think so. Let's just make it huge. gonna look really fucking sloppy on the actual bitmap down there, but that's fine. No, I can't. Oh, okay, there we go. Right click and drag. Oh, it's getting the bottom of the sort of thing too, but that's fine. There we go. Let's just wipe this off real quick. So I don't actually know if this is going to fix the problem I was having, because it's entirely possible that just it's not supposed to be this size, or like the way that the way that having a triangle at this angle in PicoCAD is just gonna not, it's just gonna make it not. But I want to try, because I really want to try and make this look great. Yeah, this is sort of looking like that's gonna be wonky no matter what. Oh, is part of it the fact that it's the cylinder interacting with the wall? Is the cylinder trying to like eat into the wall of the pyramid from where I placed it? Oh dang. Okay, hang on. So what is this? Is this gonna work a little bit better if I put it like way further up? I'm only gonna have one eye if I do that, because that's all the space it's gonna have, but that's fine. Oh yeah, that looks better instantly. Okay, that was the problem. I was just putting it in exactly the wrong place. Alright, so I just do this like this then. And I think this might still end up being like off center and wonky because the way everything is, but that's fine. It'll be visible. Okay, being able to see the size of the actual triangle is helping a lot, honestly. Okay. No, it still looks a little... Oh, okay. No, that's why. It's not that it is, it's not that it's where the cylinder is eating into the pyramid. I thought I had that sorted out and I was correct. It's that I'm using the color that the game is defining as the alpha channel. So what I was seeing was the cylinder through the wall because I'm not drawing on the face, I'm cutting a hole in it. I just need to use a different color to do that with, and it'll be fine. Okay, there we go. There, is that going to stop the... Yes, it is. Yes, it is going to stop doing that thing. Fantastic, I like that a lot. Okay. Let's grab these. And I think I'm fine with making these like solid gray. Yep. Okay, so like mostly yes, but the cylinders to be different. I think I want them to just be like a slightly darker. Color than the remainder of the... No, I kind of want them to be... How about yellow? Sort of make it look like bronze on gold, or gold on bronze, rather. If this wasn't something I was just sort of fucking around with for the stream, I could see myself spending like rather a lot of time like trying to make this look actually good as opposed to just kind of good. At the moment, I'm just kind of going for like a B rank. I'm pretty sure I could make that into an S tier if I really gave it my whole entire ass. Okay. Rain went your entertainment, super store, that's the Hastings thing. I've been into a Hastings maybe twice. We kind of don't have them here. I went once with an X. The good X. I have a couple of good X's, I guess. But the one that we were with for like a year. Actually, a little over 2 years? A little under 2 years? They had the Misfits shirt, the one with the bone hands holding up the boobs on the tank top, which he really wanted, but we couldn't justify at the time. I guess she's where I really got dropped into punk as a thing. Like, as a genre that could be explored as opposed to just, like, something you heard while playing Tony Hawk. Oop, no. Where's that? Down there. Oh, right, exact same problem. Ouch. Or actually, I'll tell you what, the reason why that's different is because where the power goes. Because whenever I make these little wobots, I like having a visible power source for some reason. Okay. So we'll put that down here. Well, no. Wrong. Try again. Like that. Grab the red. No, that's not right. Yellow inside. There we go. That looks just a little funky. Why is that bending as I turn it? That's interesting, but I suppose it's fine. That's good. It's good and I like it. I tell you what, now that I know what the problem is with the eyeball I was using for the face, let's go ahead and fix that up just a little bit. We can still just make it one eye, but let's make it thicker than that. And have it a little quick. problem. I'm not using that one. So let's use the. That's not too much. There we are. Let's park that way for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull it back again. Here. Make those plain. 1. Feel like that doesn't quite work the way I want it to. I'm not sure what's causing that though. The eye count's lopsided vertically. Now I'll just make that a smooth curve line. Actually, how about this? Why don't we just make, instead of having this part down near the bottom be kind of the sclera, let's make the whole top part be the eyeball. Actually, hang on. Let's change that to that, and then use our orange again to just kind of carve out everything that isn't the eye, like David. That looks. That is what eyes are designed to do. I think there's not a lot I can do that's going to make that read significantly better. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Or actually, hang on, I think that's a little. It said lying, immediately going back to a thing. Trying a different idea, never giving up. Yeah, that's a little better. Looks flat at the top. You can just sort of round it out. Oh, giving you a pupil actually did help a lot. Yeah. Alright, I think this is as much painting as I'm inclined to do.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
That's kind of want to make sure I get all of that. Yeah. Okay, I think this is as much painting as I'm inclined to do. So
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
what's gonna go on from here? I'm gonna go take a break real quick and get some water and finish off the soda and then drink a whole gallon of water behind that. So I'm gonna do that, and after that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fuck around with the animation and see how that goes. Yeah. So hey, before I go to the break, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, the lives of people of color matter, that Palestinian, Ukrainian, Sudanese, Congolese, Iranian lives matter. There are many ways to stand in solidarity with your fellow travelers on this earth, and we like to push for direct mutual aid, as it helps people who are suffering right now suffer less, and people who are suffering less can stand next to us just that little bit taller. So on the break, I'm going to go to the mutual aid hashtag on my social media and boost what needs I can there. I suggest that you take a second and look around and see if there are mutual aid opportunities that exist in places you operate, both online and in meet space. Because the only way we get out of this is through, and the only way we get through this is together. In the meantime, maybe do a stretch or have a snack or drink some water, do whatever self-care is useful to you. I'll do the same, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
remembered while I was off getting a break that X, the Punk X, was also the reason that we got back into wrestling in like the year 2020. Fucking God, time. What even are you? Back when we got back into it, because we stopped watching it just after we got out of high school or something in like 2003, 2004. Just because it had changed a lot and it wasn't the thing that we enjoyed about wrestling anymore. But she got us back into it with the Royal Rumble from that year. I, for the fuck of me, do not remember what year it was. Whatever year it was, the numbers 1 and 2 were fucking Jericho and shit, why can't I remember his name? I'll fucking look it up later. Here to show the world. And it was like fun, and it sort of got me back into like thinking about, oh, what wrestling did I actually enjoy? I remember very specifically, like I showed her a not a UFC, ECW tape because she had never seen any ECW, and there was a match on the like compilation I was showing her that was a triple threat match between Stevie Richards, Sandman, and Terry Funk, where, not for nothing, but Stevie Richards was doing a lot of heavy lifting. It's an unbelievably clear memory where like the match had been going back and forth for a long while, and like she was enjoying it, but it's ECW, and I think maybe she wasn't prepared for it to be quite as intense as it was, because ECW is a hardcore promotion, right? And the match had been going on for a while, and apparently they felt that they needed to escalate, so like Stevie Richards and Funk were like tying up in the ring while Sandman had bailed to go get something. He comes back with a ladder, and he just kind of like standing on the outside of the ring casually just sails the fucking ladder into the ring and hits a completely fucking unaware Terry Funk on the back of the head, like, and Funk just goes down. Like, he's fine, probably. I mean, he's still alive. Is Terry Funk still alive? I'm sorry, I have to very quickly check and see if Terry Funk is still alive. I don't know what could kill him. Nothing else has. Oh no, his Wikipedia starts with was. When did he die? Like 3 years ago. Oh, I did not hear. That sucks. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to do that. Let me finish the story, I guess. Sandman just kind of casually sails a ladder into the ring, hits Terry Funk in the back of the head, Terry goes down. And I just hear from the, like, next to me on the couch, like, what is this? Like, just so completely outside of what she had, like, had known about wrestling. It's just like, oh, this is like a whole different thing. One of those really formative, not formative, I guess, a memory that formed, then crystallized, and now is just sort of part of the bedrock of my brain. So let's fuck around with animation, I guess. How does this work? Let me bring up the pardon me, let me bring up the animation thing. Okay. General workflow. Select the mesh in the model. Select a mesh in the model. Drag a clip from the clip library to a track on the mesh's timeline. Edit the properties of the clip. Scrub the timeline using the mouse or play the animation with the play button or space to view the result. Repeat until satisfied. Okay. So I guess this is the clip library. It's not really marked in the thing there, so let's fucking okay. The green is movement and oscillation, the pink is rotation on the X, Y, and Z axis. The blue is scale, and the orange is visibility. We don't want to do that. Okay, well, can I make this larger? Not really. That's sort of not how larger works. Okay. So, which the fuck axis is X, Y, and Z? How about this? Let's just put a movement on the x-axis. We'll do it like that, and then we'll just see what happens. Okay, well... No. So that's the x-axis. I think the z-axis is up and down then, so what I want is the y. That's true in a lot of fucking spaces. Let's do that. Nope, y is up and down, so what I want is the z-axis. Here we go. So, I can only move it in total, huh? I can't... just move the bottom part? I guess I could rotate. Would that work better? I think that would work better. Oh, well... Look at him go! Whew! That hot dog is doing a bang-up job. Oh, okay, hang on. There's a button for this. So, let's get to that. And there was a... There was a button to change the rotation point in the mesh thing. I didn't know what that meant when I was going through it, but it's probably to change where the... Yeah, okay, move mesh center point, left mouse button, drag and then push. Okay, so... put the center up there. do. Let's go back to animation and try that again. So we select this mesh, the cylinder, and okay, so that definitely does it, sort of. It rotates around the point I want it to rotate around. I just need it to not do it that way. In that, I needed to do it A, not in that direction, and B, not that wildly. So, yes, like this. Like that, but the other way. So, we give it what, minus 0.25 rotation? Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Even less than that. Okay, so make that believably move. That's what, it's minus 0.25, so this'll this'll have to be 0.5, right? That means it'll go the other direction. Okay, well, sort of. Sort of, kind of. The cube is doing the thing I wanted it to do, which is sort of forgive a lot of the way that the thing is going, but it's still kind of peeking and poking through. Yeah, okay. So we just do that one like a few times, and that'll look believably like a walking animation. One might hope. Yeah, okay, so that's what? Minus and plus 25. That's all the way across. Okay. We start with the plus, we start with the minus, we start with the minus. Oh, that's, okay. That's elongating and shortening the way that looks. I think you need to hit B, make that not do all the wild things that it fucking did to it. Minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. really. Well, I know. Maybe it's just because it's moving by itself and doesn't have a. An extra movement to go along with it. So how about we just do that same thing to this left back here. Isn't that what I want? Do I move that along the x-axis instead? Oh, no. Lord, no. That's not. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. You know me, I'm completely against things being silly. That's fine. What does that mean within this context? Oh, okay, that means in the space it has, it goes out and then comes back. Okay, fantastic. That's actually perfect and the exact thing I needed. Just delete that and then put in a shit ton of these. Okay, so with plus 25 with the ease in, ease out, soft, elastic bounce instance. Okay, so let's see what all of those look like. Okay, so ease in, ease out. Bring it all look natural. Have I ever done that bit on stream? I've have been working on a set of lyrics for a thing about animation for a goddamn year that I think I'm just never gonna finish. It's one of those things where I really like what I have, but I need to find the connecting tissue, and that's hard for it. So I don't think ease in and ease out works for this. It's because ease in and ease out ease in and ease out are things that are supposed to sort of make movement look natural, but this isn't supposed to look natural because it's a robot. It's supposed to snap to point, go back to point, snap to point, go back to point, very linearly. So yeah, in fact, I think what is soft? I don't particularly see a difference between that and linear. Maybe it's just that the animation itself is too subtle to make soft do anything. That's a wild look, and it does make it look like it's snapping right back. It actually looks like that intensely. What about bounce? What does that make it do? No, that sort of makes it look like it's stuck. Let's get yeah, that just snaps to point. That's all we want. Linear. I could achieve basically the same thing by just shortening all of these by half, but I'm not going to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. No, come on. Let me put one more in there. It's okay, and actually I think it's preferable if I just a little bit offsides to each other. Yeah. Or not offsides, that's not the word I want. Well. No, the ping pong doesn't work the way I want it to. The reason it doesn't is because I want the front legs and the back legs to be moving offset. Offset, that's the word I wanted, not offside. To be moving offset from each other. Because that's how, like, horses move. Like, that's how things that actually walk around on four legs move. They shouldn't be, the two legs on either side should not be moving parallel to each other. So I need to, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's just like this. We'll just do the thing. Add a 25, this at minus 25. This one at 25, it's minus 25, it's at 25, it's at minus 25. That one's at 25, and it goes back to 25. Actually, it loops there. It doesn't, like, keep going from, yeah. Oh, what the fuck happened over you? Okay, well. Okay, yeah, I think once I actually start putting the rest of those in place, that's gonna look okay. Not great. Again, this is gonna look fantastic. It's gonna look okay. I can't believe I hit fucking... Okay, I'm just going down with 25. Yeah, so minus 25 for the right spot. Okay, let's bring this one. It's not going to be a smooth animation because it's going to hitch when it gets around to the loop. But I think that's okay. I could smooth it out more with minimal difficulty, but I don't want to right now. Because this is already a lot more work than I usually do to do things. Oh yeah, there we go. That's sort of how that's meant to be. I need to do that exact thing on the other side. Hey, can I copy all of these? Can I copy these animations? I do not appear to. Let's see if there's a shortcut for that I don't know about over here on the thing. No, there is not. Okay. Remembered what that dude's name was and why, among other reasons, I stopped watching the movie. Put on that, start with on the back, negative 25, that's negative 5. kind of works. Tell you what, let's give it a little bit more. And pyramid will shift it. Which one is up? Is it the y-axis? Yeah, we don't want to go up significantly. Just like, again, have it just 25 and back down. So this is gonna look wonky as shit. Oh yeah, put a little up and down on the center point too. Also, it doesn't look right. Things like this should be moving a lot faster. So in fact, how about we just have like among all of them, it looks like guttering here. No, that did the exact opposite of the thing I wanted. After shearing all of these down by like half, and then just add twice as many, which I guess I could do. There's nothing stopping me. I got like 15 minutes left in the stream. Let's make it look just about as good as we can. if I wanted to make this look really good, I would also, if I wanted to make it really good, I would spend an extra 3 hours fucking with this, but I don't want to do that. If I wanted to, but the like short thing I could do to make it look a little bit better is like put the, up and downs on the knees too, so that it looks like it's all moving as one thing, and also probably the cylinders. Have the cylinders move like with the rising and falling of the center mass, which the cylinders are presumably connected to. I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, hey, that's an interesting look. Give it scan lines and sort of give it a look. Not outline doing anything for it, really. No, because the thing that I would want the outline to do is to make the knees bleed less into each other, and that's not what's happening. What's the graph? Oh, that means it goes womp womp. Okay. No, just fine. Have it right there. Please crunch your frames. I'm very happy with this. Again, I'm just gonna put you in a, gonna start putting wobots in their own folder. I think I did not actually do the thing I wanted to do there. Oh, okay, there it is. So let's go that one. Control X that one, and then we'll put it in. Folder's made for you. Go to there. There we go. I'm looking at it and it's bothering me. That sucks for me, but it does mean I'm getting fucked quicker. Okay, so instead of that, since that's starting positive radio, positive negative anyway, let's start. Hey, would you, could you? Would you? I would enjoy it if you did. So there, make it shorter so that there's space. Now that's making it move parallel to the exact. So now, or like this is actually. Put you back here. You're a little. Yeah, well, that's not. That's not it. The legs are crossing into each other. You can't walk that way. I think I'm just gonna have to put up with that one leg not moving initially. But that's fine, because the way you fix that is when you export it, you put that leg at the corner so that it won't be noticed. Until it's too late. Let's do that. I should actually name you. I didn't name you anything. No. I'm not going to call you Pyramid Head. That's a different thing. It's very different. Point Man.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Here we go. Yeah. I'm very pleased with how this went. That's gonna be this range.
Houston, press to ATO.
Hey, thanks to anyone who's watching this. Hope you're having a good time. I'm in September of the Free Association.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I am not terribly sure what next week's streams are going to be. It's definitely gonna be me, because like Remy went on a long fucking jaunt with Hollow Knight, and then had all that time with Danda, and I want to play something a little bit longer. But I don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna have a look at our at what we have available to us and see if anything jumps out. I might play a retro game. I might play something from the SNES. Does that sound fun? I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'll do that. In the meantime, you do you. Love you. Keep yourself safe. Find something to do and do it.